Pick up on this.
Oh, he's wacky and he's wild, and he and his freak posse just got back from the Cannes Film Festival. We roll out the welcome drop cloth for Troma Films, Lloyd Kaufman. Plus, we take the art of blogging to a cold, dark, and lonely place. And hey, you know what? It's been a long week, and you look like you could use a lift. Hence, the lift, live in our studios. Oh, you see how that all ties together? Yeah, that's tight. Now, like a wild night at Katie's Club Pecos, it's attack of the show!
Pick up on this.
All right, it's Friday. Welcome to Attack of the Show.
I gotta say, that was the best open we've had for the show yet, because in mid-open, there's people in the studio going, what? Oh, what? And then it cuts to Sarah, and she's, what's going on?
It didn't cut to Sarah.
I mean, what's going on?
What do you mean it cuts to Sarah?
I
We
have
weren't
no
even
idea.
on television yet.
You work on the show and you didn't know we were doing that?
No.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I thought we were really having technical problems.
It was fun. It was cute.
Blue screen of death. Geek humor.
We got you. We're the nerd.
It is Friday.
It was fun. Come on. That was a fun Friday open. I thought it was cute.
It was cute.
Apparently I'm all alone on that one.
Real cute.
It was cute.
It was totally cute.
Adorable.
Cuddly.
Even. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything on the show today, Sarah?
Well, we've got a band.
Yes, we do. The lift is here.
And we have a new segment where we're going to take blog posts to new heights in different places. Blogging from the abyss.
Wow.
You'll find out more as we get into the show.
That sounds extreme.
But yeah, I'm super busy, so
You're
please
cool.
carry on.
Sorry to bother. Sorry to interrupt you. She gets like this on Friday. Yeah, sorry about that.
I need a margarita.
Yes, it is Margarita Friday. We're all very glad to be here. We have the Engadget up, as usual. What's going on with the Engadget today, Peter?
Well, the big news is today is that Queen Elizabeth of England, she finally got enough referrals from freeipods.com and got herself a 6-gigabyte silver iPod mini.
That's the headline for today.
That's
the Queen has an iPod, right?
Which means that it's officially now very not cool to have an iPod.
Right, yeah, so what's the, do we know what she has on it? Any guesses?
You know, I haven't seen anything specific of maybe, you know, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Tears for Fears.
We'll take that.
She likes the 80s.
She does. She's a big fan.
The 80s.
I love. Did you guys make this image here? Because it's great. I love the Queen rocking out with the
I think that's
silhouette.
been floating around.
Well, I dig it. I dig it. That's very good. And there was also a story on Google, which was very cool.
Yeah, something very cool. They're actually doing a new sort of beta search engine where you can only search websites that are formatted for mobile and cell phone browsers.
I support that 110%. There's nothing worse than being on the Trio and dialing up a website and then having to switch it from like wide view to normal or whatever and try to figure it out.
Yeah, this means that you're only going to find stuff that's formatted for these pages, you know, formatted for your phone so you can actually read the information.
That's awesome.
And it's not going to take forever to load.
Right, right. So that's cool that they're doing that. What are your thoughts on this this Yahoo thing? I don't know if it made Engadget, but Yahoo's saying now that they're going to search the deep web, which, you know, sounds like a place I care to visit.
Well, the thing is there's tons of news sites and, you know, research resources that have stuff behind a password.
Right.
And so it means that, you know, I've heard something like 90% of the information that's actually on the internet is not accessible via search engines.
Really?
So they're trying to do something about that.
Wow, okay. Well, that's cool. I'd like to see where that goes. Now, we also saw something else here, and Sarah, I'm going to ask you to chime in on this one as well.
Okay.
Because this is very important. This is a blog post, Desert Island Fonts. This is only round one, and this is how geeky designers get. They're having arguments over if you were stuck on a desert island, what's the one font you'd want with you?
The 6 fonts you'd have left.
What are those fonts? Sarah, do you have a preference here? I mean, these are the burning debates of our time.
I like Courier.
Wow.
Ooh,
I
old
know,
school.
it's true.
It is. It's kind of like
I just
terminal,
like it.
terminal
Yeah.
font there.
It's a little stodgy.
Yeah.
No
Oh.
offense.
Wow. Wow. Peter's coming out with the big guns
What do you
here.
got? Peter Times New Roman or something?
I'm a Futura man.
Are you a Futura man?
I'm all about Futura. I'm with Wes Anderson, my man Wes, on this one.
Yeah, apparently Wes Anderson's a big fan of the Futura and puts it in all of his movies. There's even a website dedicated to showing you.
It's all over Royal Tenenbaums.
Ah, man. So you're a follower is what you're saying. See, I'm a fan of the Comic Sans. I think it's classy. I know that there's a website for banning Comic Sans that's entirely devoted.
I think it's the most loathed font of all time.
I think it has character. I like that it is a sans serif font, and I think that if I was alone on a desert island, it would serve me well.
Well,
that
definitely, it would amuse you.
It would, definitely. It's a cute font. That's how a geek debate on fonts goes, by the way.
You've said cute twice now.
What?
And we're only in, like, the first few minutes of the show.
It's an adorable show today.
Don't you think?
It's an adorable show today. I don't know what Sarah means by that. I have no idea. And finally, this is a Good Friday website. This is one that you can spend a lot of time with on the weekend. It's celebrities.eating.com.
What's great about this, celebrities they don't get enough exposure on the internet.
Correct. They're finally getting the attention they deserve. Lindsay Lohan enjoying some pita bread.
It's good to see her actually eating.
Exactly. Yeah, she needs more of that. We need a Lindsay Lohan PleaseEat.org campaign. And there's Avril Lavigne with some pizza. I mean,
that's exactly what you expect from her, actually.
Exactly. You know, and she got some pepperoni on her tie, poor thing, but she's emo, so it's cool. She's going to wear it with pride. It's celebrities eating, folks.
Wasn't she
Come
vegan?
on. There's Sarah Lane and some Whoppers. You like the Whoppers, Sarah?
Oh, is that the malt inside the chocolate?
The little malt, yeah. Chocolate.
No.
No?
I would never eat malt inside chocolate.
Why?
But I do like popcorn.
All right. But if you had to, are you just like not a fan of candy in general, or?
No, I don't like that malt. It's like eating chalk.
Oh, okay.
More for you, though.
Wow.
I'm not going to fight with her.
Apparently there's no pleasing on Sarah on today's show, but that's fine. That's fine.
Give me popcorn. It's fine.
We're going to let
Margarita?
Peter. We're going to focus on Peter today, Sarah.
Okay.
That's all right.
Okay.
Because this is your last day as guest host.
It is my very last day.
It was great to have you this week, and we're going to let you go out with a bang because today we're taking calls on gadgets. Anything gadget related, the number is 800-839-7880, and of course you can email us on our web form, g4tv.com/askaots, and you can chat with us at chat.g4tv.com, and if we take your call, we're going to send you a Jinx t-shirt. They're awesome. You'll love it. Fine. All right. You can leave if you want to, but Peter, I'm not saving their seat. I'm not going to do it this time because who better than Lloyd Kaufman to show us the seedy underbelly of the Cannes Film Festival, huh? Huh?
I can't wait.
Actually, if you want to see the seedy underbelly of anything, you got to ask Lloyd. He's the go-to guy for that kind of stuff.
Find whatever you're looking for in the 200 horsepower Acura TSX with available satellite navigation.
Let's count sand. It's not.
Bean Farmer Extreme.
Let's wait in line. Awesome. This is all you guys have? Where are all the good games? You guys have nothing. Zip. Nada.
We have not a 3.
With Gamefly.com, you can stay at home and rent games from the largest selection on the planet, and we'll send them to you. Go to Gamefly.com now for your free trial. Rated T through M.
Where you at?
I'm at this bangin' barbecue. That's what's up. I heard that.
Boost Mobile, the pay-as-you-go phone with the nationwide walkie-talkie feature. Now get an i215 for $59.99 while supplies last at these retailers.
Hello? Hello?
Peace up. A-town down.
Boost Mobile, where you at?
Area 51, the secret is out. Game Informer calls it one incredible shooter. Electronic Gaming Monthly declares it could be your next Halo. The conspiracy is no longer a theory. Area 51, rated mature.
What is the color of innocence? What is the color of temptation? What is the color of passion? What is the color of defiance? Life is color. Nothing captures it like Panasonic HD TV, America's best-selling plasma brand. Call today and get your free HD plasma guide. Panasonic. Ideas for life.
We are the men and women of the United States Army Reserve. We are regular people who share our time serving our country and our communities. Our training makes us stronger as soldiers and as citizens who stand ready.
To find out how you can serve your country in the Army Reserve, call 1-888-624-ARMY for this free DVD and get a free sports watch. Stand ready in the Army Reserve.
On the next attack of the show, more from the lab of geek mad scientist Simon Field. Plus, archive your DVDs with ease using Rat DVD and Sarah Lane's Gems of the Internet. That's the next attack of the show, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. All right, you can usually rely on two things when Trauma Entertainment's Lloyd Kaufman is here. One, there will be people in masks, and two, there's generally some kind of sticky liquid left on the floor when he's done. But we love him anyways, despite the cleaning bill. Lloyd, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
I don't know if you'd like to see my seedy underbelly.
We don't need to see.
You mentioned.
I've seen enough of that on the internet.
So let's talk about the Cannes Film Festival.
Let's talk about it. You were there.
Yes,
You've been there
sure
for like, what, the last 70, 80 years or so?
First year was 1971. I slept on the beach.
Did you really?
Yep.
And how has it changed since then? I mean, is it essentially the same festival in your opinion, or is it complete BS now?
I think, well, no, Cannes is still the greatest festival in the world. You can see a lot of good movies there, especially the trauma movies. This year, Parts of the Family had its world premiere at Cannes. But it has become a very, more about the business, unfortunately, than about the festival. It's more, Star Wars had to be introduced at Cannes. I don't think Star Wars needs a festival to make people aware of it.
Well, that's the thing. Some people might not have heard of it. They're newcomers to the franchise, so bring it out there in front of the artsy folk now.
Well, the biggest thing this year at Cannes was the internationally acclaimed no-talent hose hound Paris Hilton.
Oh,
huge!
Was she there eating a $6 burger or washing people's cars? Or?
Well, she's very wealthy. She was born with a silver penis in her mouth, and
it happens.
Making a lot of.
What are you gonna do? As long as the family photos are in night vision, though, she'll be just fine.
Now we actually not only do we go to Cannes to present our new movies and to try to sell them, but we also are there to learn about what's going on in the film industry. And this year we did some auditions on the beach at Cannes for our new upcoming film, Poultrygeist.
Okay, we're gonna get to that in just 1 second. I want to know, you guys put your own spin on the festival while you're there. What are you trying to accomplish when you're there?
Well, Trauma is sort of an art movement. We don't take ourselves seriously, but we take our movies and independent movies seriously, because independent cinema is under assault. And independent cinema is under a pepper, and not to mention the...
Every other condiment under the wind. Condiments.
Oh, okay. And back to Paris Hilton. But the giant devil-worshipping international conglomerates, except for the one that owns G4, of course, Warm and Loving, they are funding, the Cannes Festival is so expensive. The bureaucrats have their huge staff to support. So it's become this, it has to rely on the needle of Hollywood, of the big conglomerates, the international media conglomerates.
So when you guys are out there, you're doing some publicity stunts as well. You're trying to raise awareness for yourselves and for Trauma. Do they actually work? I mean,
yes, we have about 30 volunteers that come from all over the world. We use the internet to put the notice out, and they stay in the Trauma apartment. They sleep on the floor, and we get food. It's sort of like a commune, and then we go out every day and carry placards and promoting independent art and Trauma. And it definitely works. We get a lot of, we're there to sell our movies, to try to license them to independent distributors, and Parts of the Family and the Devoured, some of the fine Trauma art films do indeed get purchased.
Very nice. That's good to hear.
But the thing is, the whole idea of a festival it's not about promoting the major mainstream movies. It should be
the appreciation of the art. It shouldn't be about pimping it out.
It should be about having fun. It should be festive. Now, when you go to Cannes, you can't even walk into the lobbies of the hotels without having the credentials. And by the way, if you go to the Trauma website, we tell you how to get the credentials for no money. And,
really?
Yes.
So it can be cheated.
In my opinion, the artist is more important than the jerk who's working for MCA, Universal, Vivendi, NBC, right?
I agree wholeheartly. Now tell me, let's get back to the auditions now.
Yes.
So you're on the beach, you're having auditions. What's that whole scene about?
We actually have our eye on a wonderful kind of a model actress. She's really terrific. I think her name is Beth Ostrowski, and she's so
doesn't
talented.
ring a bell, but okay, all right.
She's very, very talented. I think if I say enough good things about her, maybe I can get on the Howard Stern show.
Probably. And that was Beth Ostrowski, the lovely, talented actress / model.
What do I say? She's 30 years old.
She'd be a Trauma girl.
She's older than B. Arthur in movie years. Did I hear that Is it true that somebody got fired on this show from FHM? I read in page 6 of the New York Post that Howard Stern had somebody fired because he mentioned that the only reason she gets any attention is because she's Howard Stern's girlfriend.
Right. Well, I had heard that it was completely unrelated to the reason that he was let go, but we don't know for sure.
It's just interesting.
We never get calls
back. The guy who's talking about censorship, and here's the reporter who throws the light of truth into the world, and the guy Howard Stern is supposed to be Mr. Anti-Censorship gets him fired. And I didn't see page 6.
That's
Richard
true.
Johnson retracted. Any rate.
Gotcha. Now tell me, we're going to get back to the independent films. You said that there's no room for them at the film festivals anymore.
Well, no. There's, I think independent filmmakers should go to Cannes and stir the soup and create noise. And Troma does it, and we actually have, this year we had one of our volunteers come back, and he actually had a movie called Die Zombie Bastard, his first independent film. He had worked on Citizen Toxie.
It's a love story.
Oh, of course. It's a Merchant Ivory piece dedicated to the late Israel Merchant.
Very nice.
And at any rate, he was there, and he was promoting his film whilst he was living in the Troma apartment, and why not?
Why not?
It's terrific. And he was meeting buyers and journalists, and because we have offices in Cannes, and the media comes to see the Troma staff and what's new from Troma. What's interesting, the movie stars used to walk around the streets of Cannes. Kirk Douglas he'd be there, and the fans would talk to him. They were allowed to. Now,
all right, Lloyd, I'm sorry we're getting the wrap. We're out of time.
Oh,
but
no.
I appreciate it, though.
Sorry.
And best of luck. No. Thank you very much. Excellent information, and congrats on the Cannes.
Well, thanks. Sorry I talked about the Cannes Film Festival, but
it happens.
Sometimes you have to say those things.
Of course. To get more info on Troma, head on over to Troma.com and pick up all the love you can, and then you can get the Make Your Own Damn Movie 5-DVD box set. Now, when our parole officer gives us the okay to come back, we'll find out what happens when rock stars and their fans get behind the wheel of high-powered automobiles. It's the game with fame, and it ends better than you expect, believe it or not. And how will we reinvent the blog? Well, you just have to wait and see, won't you? You should. Please.
Mortal Kombat Deception. The only online 3D fighter for PlayStation 2. It will consume you. Available now. Rated mature.
There's a brand new way to fight acne without a prescription. New Stridex Power Pads are coming your way. For the first time ever, get the power of benzoyl peroxide in a pad. And the best part, you don't need a prescription. New Stridex Power Pads. Expect more.
Camera. Walkie-talkie. GPS capability.
The versatile i275 phone with camera, new from Nextel. Get anywhere walkie-talkie that works coast to coast and short range for use off network, plus GPS capability.
Turn right.
Save $75 on the i275 for a limited time. Call 8888-NEXTEL to shop or find a store. Act now. Call 8888-NEXTEL.
Buried Treasure is brought to you by EB Games.
No. Yes. Aha. Now here is a buried treasure. This is Gladiator, Sword of Vengeance. Now this game came out on a PC, it came out on the Xbox, it came out on the PlayStation 2. It was a mature rated title, but let me tell you, here's one that was completely overlooked. You play a gladiator, and at first you start off in the arenas and you're using like these sword things to chop people out. Really fun, but not so crazy that it's like grotesque. It's entertaining is what it is. But then you realize there's whole like magic thing that's going on behind the scenes. If you like games like Devil May Cry or Rygar, you're gonna love this one. Gladiator, this is under $5. Can you believe this? Gladiator, Sword of Vengeance. Pick this one up, please.
Check out this and other buried treasures at EB Games. No cash, no problem.
It was the night WrestleMania went Hollywood, where champions were crowned, legends were challenged, and icons returned. You can own WrestleMania 21 in this collector's edition 3-disc DVD set. You get the historic 4-hour event, the complete 2.5-hour Hall of Fame induction ceremony, every WrestleMania 21 trailer, and much more. The WrestleMania 21 Collector's Edition. Available now at Best Buy, WWE Shop, and wherever DVDs are sold.
With so many choices on television, it's good to get any help you can. DirecTV Mix Channels, the most popular sports, news, or kids shows all on one screen. Mix Channels, another example of DirecTV rethinking the way television should be.
You can't watch your kids all the time, so let DirecTV Locks and Limits help you out. Block movies based on ratings. Block out entire channels. Even limit viewing hours. For more on Locks and Limits, visit DirecTV.com and relax.
You know, the world of blogging is a dense and complicated one, and in order to fully explore it and, at least in theory, bring some innovation to it, Attack of the Show needed a tough, experienced, and take-no-prisoners field reporter. That's right, I am referring to none other than Sarah Lane. Sarah? Blog. The word first appeared in 1999, a heady year, full of overpriced Woodstock tickets and overinflated tech stocks and overplayed Prince songs. 6 years after those pioneer days of blogging, through all the content theft, link exchange deals, and comment form flame wars, blogging continues. We've had blogs about technology, blogs about politics, and blogs about blogs. But now that we've reached the point where a guy can blog about dancing in his crappy apartment, has the blogosphere run out of innovation? The answer is yes. But that won't stop Attack of the Show from bringing you
the first blog post from...
With the new Attack of the Blog, we're going to bring you the most innovative content from the most obscure physical locations ever. First, we'll need some gear. This is a military-grade Insight Technology night vision monocular, provided by our friends at Lamsa Weapon Systems. It has both night vision and infrared modes and can be mounted on a headset or a weapon. You might want to keep that in mind. Night vision works by collecting tiny portions of light, including the lower part of the infrared spectrum, into an infrared image called a thermogram. This raw data is then processed into the video night vision image at about 30 frames per second. Hey! If there's not enough available infrared, some night vision devices also have an infrared projector. We'll need that for the dark, uninhabitable place I'll be blogging from. And now it's time for the first truly innovative blog. I've used my night vision monocle to access this laptop inside of this dark trunk. Now I'm going to access my wireless internet connection. It's up. So now I'm going to type a quick entry to Attack of the Blog, and then I'm going to hit submit. Submit. Okay. That's it. We did it. First blog entry from inside of a trunk. Guys? Guys? It's hot in here. Let me... There you have it, Peter. What do you think?
Yeah, it's good to know it can be done, so next time I get kidnapped, I can keep up on a gadget.
Exactly. I mean, it was hot, but it was worth it because, you know, we're making history over here at Attack of the Blog. You should go there. It's a good time.
I'm checking it out every day.
Good. Me too. And you'd think after rocking the blogs we'd be spent, but oh, how wrong you are.
My friends, I managed to get out of the trunk just in time to gather stories for the feed. That's coming up. And Attack of the Show and Xbox.com's Game with Fame finally brings fans and rock stars together in the name of gaming. That's all next.
Beyonce and Lucy Liu, original King Alex. You know what to do. Oh, no! Dude! Dude! Come on! Dude!
Dun, 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 dun.
Star Wars Galaxies never stops, 24/7.
Every time you log in, there's something different happening.
It's changing, it's evolving.
There's always a new quest, there's always a new mission.
I'm able to do anything I want in the galaxy and meet anyone I want.
Chewbacca, Darth Vader, Yoda, Boba Fett.
Who hasn't wanted to be on the ship with Han Solo?
They're all in this game.
Doesn't matter where I am in the world or what time it is.
Log on whenever you want to.
You always have something to do with somebody.
24 hours, this thing is non-stop.
Star Wars Galaxies, rated T for teen.
Before Mr. Taylor taught the world to play, before fiberglass, before parquet, before the word doctor was spelled with a J, and ballrooms were ball courts where the Renaissance played, before the hype and before the dunk, after the rhythm, but before the funk, before the money and before the fame, before new and old school, before school had a name, it was only the ball and the soul of the game, the first school, Converse.
Available at Champ Sports.
New Colgate Max Fresh Cinnamon, packed with mini breath strips that explode to give you burst after burst of intense freshness. Colgate Max Fresh with mini breath strips, so fresh it's almost scary.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, out now on Xbox. Rated M for mature.
Hey gamer, want to go to G4, the video game award show? EB Games and G4 present the Watch to Win sweepstakes. It's really easy. All you have to do is go to your local EB Games, buy a game and you'll get a sticker. Your sticker has a code. Watch G4, and when you see the pop-up that says enter your EB Games code now, go online at g4tv.com, enter your code, and you and a friend could get a trip to Hollywood and a ticket to G4. We'll even give you an award. The Watch to Win sweepstakes, presented by EB Games and G4. For more info, go to g4tv.com/win.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a show that will fight anyone who disses Ghostbusters 2. That's right. I won't. Sarah will, actually. Now, as far as the show is concerned, it's Peter's last day as guest host, Tier, so hit him up with your burning gadget questions. And speaking of guys with rock star hair, today's Boost Mobile live band is The Lift. Woo! Now, as we've mentioned all week, G4 and Xbox Live gave fans a chance to play Burnout 3 Takedown with the UK band, the Kaiser Chiefs, as part of our ongoing Game with Fame contest. Well, 2 lucky winners were chosen, and one joined the Chiefs right here in our studios, and the other logged on through Xbox Live at home. So, folks, get ready. Here's what happened when the Rockers met the Gamers.
Hello, I'm Nick. I'm Peanuts. I'm Ricky. I'm Andrew.
Hello, I'm Simon.
We're Kaiser Chiefs, and today we're going to be playing some Xbox Live. Well, we started on this sofa. We went to school together. On this sofa here.
We went clubbing together.
Ow!
Soul clubs.
I predict a riot is very popular, especially over here. We didn't want to do jobs that we were in, such as a barman, Hi. A teacher, Hi. Physicist, Hi. And so we wanted this to be it. We wanted to make music and go on the road and end up playing Xbox.
My name is Brandon McNeil. I'm 22 years old. I live in Palmdale, California, and I've won a chance to go play Burnout 3 with the Kaiser Chiefs today. They just put out their first album. It's got a little punk, little rock action thrown in there, so it's just kind of fun, you know, just especially you get drunk and go dance and just act an idiot. All right, made the trip from Palmdale down here to LA to G4, and we're about to go meet the Kaiser Chiefs. Gonna play some Burnout 3, and here we go.
Alright, I'm Whitey. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Now I have North here.
Yeah, that's about right. Palmdale, California.
Is it nice?
No, it's not.
Are you a gamer?
Oh, yeah, I play a little bit.
Do you like Burnout 3?
Yeah, this is a fun game.
You
guys enjoy this?
You can beat Ricky, he's very competitive.
This one we have to hit each other.
Yeah.
Oh! Trying to be a rock star.
Good.
Really?
No. Oh, I'd like to, but...
It's not hard. Have you seen the Formula 1 car?
No, I haven't got that far yet.
We got that one, and it's just ridiculous.
How fast you
can't steer, you can't. The screen goes blurry, you accelerate, and the screen like starts shaking.
Oh, how is that fun?
Holy shit! Fuck me. Come on.
Well, that's swell, Brendan. This is hot.
Oh! Too fast.
You lost, you won.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Brendan! Nice to meet you. Well done, Brendan. Well done for winning.
Congratulations on the album. Oh, that was cool. Those guys are awesome. I'd tore Ricky up, but if they had a cricket game on it, it'd probably whip my ass, but, you know.
Hey, Nathan. Hello. Hi, it's Ricky here. How you doing?
Hey, guys. My name is Nathan, 26. I go to Santa Monica College. Love playing my Xbox. Watch a lot of movies. The Warriors, which they're making a video game of. Play music. And that's it. Excited about, you know, playing against the Kaiser Chiefs. I'm pretty confident in my abilities. I got some home field advantage. I get to play out of my place. It's a game I really like, too. I'm the red muscle car.
So what am I in? Some little blue...
It's rubbish.
Right, I'm off. Go on, Ricky.
Yeah, I'll find you.
What are you meant to do?
Look behind you.
Oh, hello, there he is.
Hey, missed you. Now what does he do?
He's too fast.
Does he have to brake now?
I'm in traffic.
In a nice way.
There you go.
Hey, nudged him. You nudged him, Ricky. Well done.
Thanks. I nudged you. Never nudged another man before. Hey! Down and out.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good, little hoof.
My wife's called that.
Why do you call him little hoof?
I have really small feet.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm like 6 foot, and I wear like a size 7.5.
You've got really small feet.
Go on.
Oh.
Take that.
Take me down.
Little Susie, take me down.
We gotta go now. Thanks for playing.
Hey, thanks for playing. I had a great time.
All right, wicked. And next time we play in LA, wherever it is, Nathan Little Hoof will be on the guest list. All right, see you then, Nathan.
Please don't know that.
All right, best of luck, guys. Thanks a lot. So I just played the Kaiser Chiefs. Played them, I won. They now owe me tickets to their show in July in LA.
Hey! We're Kaiser Chiefs. Thanks for gaming with us. And we'll see you somewhere in cyberspace in the near future. Where? Oh. Near Doom. Near Google.
Pretty sweet, right?
Yeah, they seem to know what they're doing.
Absolutely. Thank you again to Xbox for letting us be a part of that. I think it's great. Like, video gaming, I remember it was when it was 8-bit, and, you know, they didn't even have parallax scrolling then. Games were simple, and now there's, like, fans playing over the internet with bands that they like. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous.
It's a wondrous age we live in.
It is. Let's take a moment and reflect. All right, keep an eye out for more Game with Fame competitions to win a chance to play your favorite video game against your favorite band, actor, athlete, or Engadget webmaster. Check out Xbox.com to stay connected, folks. And now,
I'm here.
If you've just eaten, please wait 5 or 10 minutes before diving into the feed.
In the struggle to find a balance between personal privacy and national security, we seem to take 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back. It's almost like Good Lord, it's almost like a Paula Abdul song, and it sounds so much worse when you think of it that way. So let's not. The Department of Justice is trying to garner support for the idea that ISPs should retain records of their customers' online activities. These data retention rules could permit police to obtain records of email correspondence, web browsing activity, and chat room chatter. This could obviously help the FBI identify possible terrorists and snag child pornographers. The only problem, of course, is that these data records aren't conveniently labeled child porn or plans to blow up America, so it could lead to innocent people being unfairly tagged. This issue is all still being batted around, so stay tuned for more on that. Now, hoping to bring you all the flavor of real BitTorrent with none of the illegality, Microsoft is hard at work on the peer-to-peer equivalent of non-alcoholic beer. Avalanche, as the program is called, is a copyright-friendly P2P network that, unlike BitTorrent, has no centralized tracking server and features a built-in DRM that makes it impossible to download anything cool. And could Microsoft have named it anything else? Avalanche kind of implies a huge amount of stuff crashing down, guys. Probably not the image Microsoft should be linking to their programs. Crashing. By their very definition, theme park thrill rides should be more exciting than, say, your typical morning commute. Because if riding the bus was pulse-pounding, there'd be height restrictions and a guy in an animal costume on the number 6. There isn't. And yet, a part of a ruling in the case of a 23-year-old woman who died from brain injuries suffered on the Disneyland ride, the California Supreme Court decided that roller coasters are common carriers like buses or trains or elevators and should be held to the same safety standards. While people like the CEO of the California Attractions and Parks Association, of course, are vowing to fight the ruling because it has the potential to inspire frivolous lawsuits, you'd better get ready to wait in line for Mr. Toad's Safe and Responsible Ride. Now, finally, with the stem cell research still a hot-button issue in this country, you'd think people would praise a scientist who could develop a viable alternative, right? Well, a scientist has. And people are even more outraged than ever because Stanford bioethicist Dr. William Hurlbut created something that looked a little like this. Yeah, it's a ball of something created by organic materials, inspired by naturally occurring tumors, which scientists could extract usable stem cells without involving fetuses in the process at all. Anyway, Dr. Hurlbut's colleagues, as well as Attack of the Show host, quickly recoiled in horror at the sight of his creation, calling it repugnant, weird, and grotesque. But we have to ignore the dry heat factor just a little and consider the good this experiment can do. Yes. In fact, we're going to actually go over to Kevin, who has the tumor ball live via satellite. Kevin, take it away.
That's right, Sarah. I believe live via satellite from San Francisco, California. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Tumor Ball. Tumor Ball, are you there?
Please let me die.
Oh. All right. We understand, Tumor Ball, that your creator, Dr. Hurlbut...
Don't even say his name. Father, why didn't you make me with hands so I could strangle myself?
All right. Well, Dr. Hurlbut is apparently, he's going back to the drawing board.
Does that mean I can finally die? Please, Kevin, if only you were here to step on me and end it all.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
I have one tooth, and it's not even in my mouth. I think I felt a cavity in it this morning. Such is my life, Kevin.
God, I'm sorry to hear about that.
You think they could crack a window in the lab when they leave at night? God, it stinks in here. Maybe I could roll over to that Bunsen burner and set myself on fire.
All right, Mr. Ball, do you think the next phase in the experiment will be better received by the scientific community?
I don't care.
Okay.
There's some broken glass on the floor. Maybe I can cut myself. Okay. I'm going to try and roll now. Ready? Here I go. Oh, God, it hurts!
All right, I'm sorry, Tumor Ball, that we're out of time.
My life is full of pain.
All right, we're going to end this. Thank you for being on the show, Tumor Ball. All right, yeah, that's enough of the Tumor Ball. Dr. Hurlbut will be unveiling more details of his work at the annual International Society for Stem Cell Research meeting in San Francisco next week. Now, that noise you hear right now is nothing, but in a little while it'll be something. And that something is today's Ban the Lift, and we'll also fill some dead air with your gadget questions. So call us.
The Feed is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. Navy,
accelerate your life. Brought to you by Verizon. We never stop working for you.
Get front row seats to concerts with live streaming video from Verizon Broadband, the world's most advanced network. Even when the show's sold out, you're in.
Most car companies use crash test dummies to study the effects of accidents on drivers and passengers. It makes sense to be concerned about the people inside your cars. But what about the people outside? What kind of company is concerned about them?
Area 51, the secret is out. Game Informer calls it one incredible shooter. Electronic Gaming Monthly declares it could be your next Halo. The conspiracy is no longer a theory. Area 51, rated mature.
Remember when there were only a few TV channels and parents could easily keep track of what their kids watched? There's much more choice today. There are hundreds of cable programs, and making the right choices isn't always easy. One great choice is for families to communicate and decide together on what to watch. Help is available in the form of parental controls through your cable company and the V-Chip. For more information on how to choose the programming for your home, contact your cable company or visit the controlyourtv.org website.
The best part about that isn't even like just the wanton destruction of the poor anteater. It's the fact that the ants are screaming the entire time in agony and in fear.
Well, you know, you'd think a nerdy anteater would be smart enough to know better.
Apparently not. Apparently not. In the land of happy tree friends, things aren't as always seem.
It's a little twisted.
All right, Peter, I'm sad to say that it is your last day.
It is my last day.
This could be your last round of phone calls. So let's get to it, and let's make some calls.
We've got to make
proud.
it count.
This is it. Peter's going to take it home today, folks. Jay joins us on the phone from Vallejo, California. Jay, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up, guys?
Not much, hanging out, ready to take some phone calls, you know, the usual.
Great. I just want to say, Kevin, I love your podcast and your blog, man.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
You've got one fan.
I have a whole fan. So you're the one guy who clicks the Google ads. Thanks. I made 3 cents yesterday.
That was this guy. It was Jay.
3 whole cents. I'm taking it to the bank. Well, I appreciate the support there. All right, you have a question for Peter?
Yes, I do have a question for Peter. Well, I know internationally we've seen some advanced phones out there, but when will the U.S. start getting 5-megapixel camera phones?
That's a good question.
Yeah, well,
we never get the cool phones.
It's true. They are out in South Korea. Samsung has one. We know that Samsung's going to release a 3-megapixel camera phone sometime later this year, and we could get a 5-megapixel as early as the beginning of next year, or maybe even sometime around the end of this year.
Why don't we get them? Why don't we get the cool cell phones? I want the blinking Hello Kitty wallpapers and all that other cool stuff, just like all the rest.
I mean, I hate to say it, but the bottleneck is the carriers, as usual.
Why won't someone launch a cool carrier service in the U.S.? Is it just too hard to roll it out nationwide?
There actually is a company called Amped, which is going to be rolling it out later this year.
Okay, good. Good to hear. There's hope. All right, Brent joined us on the phone. Brent, are you there?
Hey, man, what's up?
Not much, not much. Taking some questions, doing some phone calls. You enjoying the show so far?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was the right answer. I always worry when I throw that out there. He's like, nah, not really. Got to be honest. It's either this or judging Amy. You have a question for Peter?
Sure. What's a great gadget to get for Father's Day?
Digital cameras are always great, and they're really inexpensive now. So you can pick up a great 3-megapixel camera for usually around $129.
That's not bad at all.
So it's not bad, and they can take lots of pictures, and they're happy. And a lot of dads still haven't upgraded yet.
Definitely, definitely. The problem with that is my father locks himself in the computer room for hours and goes through every photo and then color corrects them and does all that, and then I end up getting bright purple 7-meg pictures in my email. So I wish I'd go back to traditional film. I'm sorry, Dad, I love you to death, but
just steal his camera.
Yeah, maybe you'll get a photo printer for Father's Day, but you're not getting a bigger memory card, that's for sure. But the callers, nonetheless, are getting these beautiful Jinx T-shirts.
Not bad, not bad.
I am a super duper programmer. All right, there we have it. Now, do you like the indie rock?
I've been known to dabble.
More importantly, though, Peter, do you like to cut out of work early and rock out? Good, because the lift is up next. Woo! You dream of being tough like Master Chief, but your Geo Metro? Well, it dreams of hauling ass like the Cars of Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. It's number 10. At number 9, government conspiracies and aliens, they go together like peanut butter and furries. It's Area 51, and it's delicious. Burnout 3 is actually a cool racing game and has nothing to do with your older brother and his friends. It's number 8 this week. In the number 7 game, Still Life, you get to solve 2 murder cases at the same time, and hopefully, you'll get to paint bowls of fruit. Lego Star Wars will bring you back to the days when you used to play with action figures. Of course, if you still play with action figures, then stop it. It's number 6. At number 5, it's Forza Motorsport, a racing game with a European flavor. Oddly enough, that flavor is asparagus. Our number 4 game, Advent Rising, puts forward the notion that aliens think of humans as powerful and awe-inspiring. So why do they always abduct rednecks? Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, only ranks number 3 this week. No! At number 2, it's Medal of Honor European Assault, which is like National Lampoon's European Vacation, except with more Nazis. And number 1 this week is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Could it be because of the sex minigame we unveiled, huh? We like to think so.
On the next attack of the show, Geek Mad Scientists, as opposed to what, Ladies Mad Scientists, Simon Field brings us more from his lab. Plus, DVD archiving has never been easier than with Rat DVD. And software mascots just don't come any skeevier either. And I'll add another sparkling gem of the internet to my crown. Can this all actually fit in one show? It can when it's Attack of the Show! And you know, nothing kicks off your weekend better than some live music, am I right? Well, yeah, live music and booze. But you're on your own with the booze. Here with the music, the left. TheStation.com and check out their album, Road to Hana. I love twins. Don't go away. Your emails and chat questions are like a warm blanket on a cold winter night, we think. I mean, this is LA.
The week is coming to an end, as is the show, so let's keep up with tradition and check on the old IRC
You
chat
sound so
room.
sad.
I am a little sad. I'm
Come
gonna miss
on, man,
Peter.
let's go drinking.
Peter,
I'm out of here.
I know. You're coming out to drinks at least?
Absolutely.
Do a little bit of the
There you
boozing,
go, there
forget
you
about
go.
the blog for 5 minutes.
Now you're
Come
part of
on.
the team.
That's what I have to do to forget about the blog.
Right. Staring at the shot glass. My RSS feed. Make it a double. What happened?
All right, moving on. Stevio says, what's the best site for free blogging so I can rival Attack of the Show?
Wow, that's funny. First of all, there's no rivaling Attack of the Blog. Let me just throw that
Attack
out
of the
there.
Blog is something
Come on, I mean,
special.
it has categories. Come on.
Right.
Free blogging software, I mean, you could go with Blogger, LiveJournal,
Yeah.
MySpace. I mean, pretty much any of those. Any preferences?
There's tons
I mean,
out there.
I'm not a fan. I think MySpace is kind of messy.
Gotcha.
Visually.
Well, people can choose to keep it clean, but they don't. They'd rather have animated
But
GIFs and midis.
even like the default layout, I find it
Okay,
a
so-
little messy, although there's, you know,
I think
stuff.
Blogger is kind of the basic.
Me too.
Is that where everybody goes for the free blogs then?
Yeah.
There you have
There's
it.
like Blog Easy is another free blog, but Blogger I think is probably the way to go.
Blogger
What's
is.
the oldest gadget Peter still uses? This one is from Coops.
Good question, actually. What
That's
is
a
it?
tough one. Okay, so I have a 14-hour original TiVo from about 6 years ago that I still use.
The old Series 1?
Yeah, the Series 1. You can't do
Wow.
anything
And
with
are you holding on to it for nostalgic purposes?
it. You know what?
or-
It actually has been running continuously for about 4 or 5 years.
It just still works.
It still
And
works.
you find that you don't need more hard drive space than that?
Well,
I mean,
actually, I have a
you're
Media Center PC too, so I use both. One in each room.
There we go. Okay.
You're such
Very
a
cool.
geek, Peter.
I know.
Okay, next one from Monkey Moon 55. What kind of drum kit does Kevin use?
Oh,
Ooh, they're starting to learn you're a big drummer.
That's, yeah, the stalkers are learning. That's great. No, I sold the acoustic kit when I came down. I had an old Pearl 6-piece. You don't care about that. I use a set of V-Drum Pros now in my apartment, which drives my neighbor crazy.
So, but they're like electronic?
Yeah, they're electronic, so all he hears is like the thumping of the pads, and that's about it.
And as a drummer, doesn't that frustrate you?
Oh, totally. Absolutely it does. So.
And you do it to like appease the neighbors, but they still hate you.
I do it so that my chops don't wither away and I keep the blisters and the calluses. That's the
Gotcha.
only reason I do it. It's not actually fun to drum on them. I mean, it's a great time, and that's why you should buy them when I put them up on eBay very soon.
Last question from Sith Lord. Where were the hosts when the earthquakes hit? I was in my car and didn't feel anything.
And you were bummed about it, too.
I totally. I
Where
feel so
were you?
left out.
I was in a cubicle blogging.
Were you here at work?
Yeah, I was here.
I don't even see you when you're at the
I
cubicle.
keep my
Your head
head
is down. And I was at work as well. I popped up and immediately
He
freaked
fell
out. and
over,
that
I
was that.
bet,
Yeah, I
and
did.
screamed and cried.
I did.
Yeah.
That's it, friends. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks to our guest, Lloyd Kaufman, and The Lift, and of course, this week's guest host, Peter Rojas.
Peter, thanks for having me.
We'll see
Good
you
job.
on Monday, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Visit Engadget.com. Just go.
That's right.
Seriously, go.
It's worth it.